Rocco, did you ever bang Barb? Nope. Sorry. There was a great comment, by the way, on the video, too. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, no.
Should have filmed a porno with that blonde bitch, or something like that. It was like, thanks, cool.
Nice. Cool.
She really is probably happy she was in this. I want to say, real quick, we don't talk about, we have a recorded podcast going up on Tuesday. I don't talk about the unboxing ring or anything like that. Because that is not really a Mega64 video, and it just didn't need to go there, in my opinion. If you want to ask about it now, you can, because I'm here right now and nobody else is here, and this is not a real stream, but it won't be on there. Just letting you know. What would happen behind the camera on the unboxing ring? People keep asking this, and it was 100% improvised, and people still ask about that.
Really?
How much of it is written? 100% improvised. We turn on the camera. We'll have an angle, so it'll be like, hey, in this one, you're mad because you didn't want me to continue the show, but I keep doing it. Or like in a previous one, it was, hey, you're mad that I did this, but halfway through, I'm going to kind of fake hit on your sister, and then you get mad. Just around halfway through, just kind of feel it out. Okay, that's it. The Unboxing Ring 6 was one continuous take. There were no cuts at any point from the start until when I put it in the trash can and the cinematic part starts. There was not one cut. However, there might be a little blip in there because the file, like the memory card, had to break the file up. It went over 4 gigs and had to make a new file. So there might be a little in there, but it's not a cut on our end. It was only one take. We did not refilm anything. I wouldn't if I had to refilm that, I would quit. I wouldn't want to do that again. When we were at the table, the dinner scene was that was more scripted out. I rarely ever do that, but I knew I needed to know specifically what my family needed to say, so they weren't sitting there forever. So I just wrote out pretty much what I wanted, and I usually never do that because it doesn't sound good in my opinion. And that was difficult too, because what was weird was that, or not weird, I guess, but what was frustrating was that, hold on, KevCam. Just want to see if we catch him. I kept thinking of new things to film as we went on. It was like the Unboxing Ring net would not come out, because every time it was like, yeah, I'll end it here. We throw the camera away, but then Max says, stop. You know, and then later it was, no, wait, he's going to get lost in the woods. And then wake up in a house and it's Max like, hey, come on, let's go. All right. Then then I'm laying in the woods. I'm like on the ground, and it dawns on me, I've wanted to do this dinner scene forever that was really reminiscent of, it sounds so pretentious, but there's a scene like that in The Godfather. All I like to do is spoof things I've already seen, so that's what I wanted to do. So anyway, this is kind of spoiling it for people who haven't seen it. Have people seen this? But who I wanted to play Max, it was always going to be, I'll just say that was the plan from the beginning, was that, yeah. But that one scene was something that I wanted to do actually in the last episode of version 3. I originally was going to put a part like that with all the characters in a flashback, just having a dinner and then something goes wrong and like someone's left there, and it just slowed everything down so much. And then I was like, yeah, I don't know if that'll ever fit. You know, Mega 64 episodes are really crazy. So I'll just save that for my own thing, or whatever, I guess. And then that seemed like the perfect opportunity because I wanted to have that part of just him sitting there by himself. I wanted to have that there anyway. And it's like, well, then that's a chance to replicate. That's a chance to reflect the unboxing ring itself with the motif of having argument happening off camera. I know I'm making it sound way more important than it is, and I really don't mean to, KevCam. But it just seemed like the perfect opportunity to have that. The broken lights at the beginning, we just bought like $100 worth of fluorescent lights and had fun smashing them. We brought the dumpster into our warehouse so that we could just throw it at that. But some hit the ground, that's why we had plastic down. How long did it take to make that? Probably, I tried to do it around Christmas, and I just did not have time. So in January, we started, and then it was little bits throughout January and February, whenever I wasn't working on something. This is a sad year. No more unboxing rings or Madden wraps. No more Madden wraps? They changed the name or something.
What?
Yeah, I could be wrong about that.
Is it not Madden anymore?
I don't know. I thought they said they changed the name. What's the extent of body acting behind the camera? During unboxing ring is not at all. Or, what am I trying to say? We're basically pacing around, kind of.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
But we do, because it sounds more realistic, we do, like, I held Eric back when he was going, like...
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. Sometimes we would get close to each other or something like that, but it wouldn't be... Otherwise, we're just kind of walking around and yelling. That's great. Did you intend to have unboxing ring end on number 6? After we did the last one, I kind of came up with stuff for this one. And it just seemed like I'm not going to be able to top each argument. It was like how we're going to argue for 3 hours now. It just seemed like, unboxing ring DVD. I just don't feel like that would work. I don't know. Why is Derek never in your personal channel series? He works on lots of stuff for his own personal channel, whatever, and that's just something he chooses to do. Whoever's in like any of mine, like unboxing or anything like that, are typically like who's just around here, and he's usually working on something for his own thing or whatever. So it's just the way it is. I mean, I could ask him, and I'm sure he'd do it, but it's just kind of who's here. And I want to say, actually, really quick, regarding the unboxing ring, Eric actually helped me film most of that and did such a good job. So I want to say thank you to Eric for that, because I knew I was going to be filming a lot. That was all kind of near where Garrett lives, and Eric, of course, is his roommate, and Garrett was either here working on stuff or at his own work, and actually making stuff for Konami too, which was cool that he got to do that. But Eric really helped a lot with that. And but anyway, yeah, Derek, it's just when we're done here doing, it's not a Mega64 thing, if for my personal channel, and if we're not doing Mega64 stuff here, he'll be working on something for his own thing. So that was fine. It was, it wasn't like he told me fuck off or anything. Maybe he thought it, but he didn't say it.